Hey YouTube, I'm Kenneth Ryan.
I'm Lindsay Resop.
And we're back with another exciting episode of Fanfiction Friday. We are continuing where we left off with Clockwork. We are starting at the top of chapter 22.
Singing the song by Adam Lambert, which
Yeah.
we looked it up, and I still don't remember what it
I don't
like.
remember the melody, and I don't think it's that great of a concert song, but that's fine. If you want to follow along with us and tell us how horribly we did this, the song
I can't remember what the main melody is. It's literally the entire song.
The song
it's
is
the same way.
Your Entertainment by Adam Lambert. All I have in my head is Circus by Britney Spears because I listened to that after that, and I like that song more. Anyways, that's a digression.
We literally listened to 3 minutes
know.
ago, and I can't remember it.
No, I can't. So that just tells you how memorable it was. Ooh, shots fired. Anyways, we're just gonna start. So, okay, like I said, the first words of this chapter are Your Entertainment by Adam Lambert. So this was the song Green and Gold were going to perform. The lights stayed down, but there was definitely movement up on the stage.
Oh my.
Red was actually crouched on his seat now.
Why?
His hands over his mouth
Why?
as he waited for the lights to flare up. I was going to cover my mouth, then I realized I shouldn't block my speech hole. Silver could feel the anticipation
This is a
and
serious
many
question.
fans.
I'm not being ableist or whatever. Does Red have autism?
Possibly.
Honestly. He has so
Possibly.
many traits and stuff that are so kind of similar.
It might be Asperger's.
Yeah, that's
Because I've
closer to what I was thinking.
I've read, well,
That is closer to what I was thinking, but I didn't know
I've read
the name at the
online,
moment. I knew the name, but it didn't pop into my head.
There are things that I've read online about it where it's they get very obsessed with certain things, and then they really, really care about those few certain things, and they also have a really they're really bad at telling what's right and what's wrong. Kind of falls in line. I don't know. Maybe he does.
I mean, it hasn't really been said or
He's got
concrete,
problems. Is all we know. Mental problems.
He's not the textbook case for any
right
mental disorder or anything.
Which most people aren't. Though.
Yeah.
Anyways.
But seriously, does he have some sort of?
He's got something.
Yeah.
Right. Silver could feel the anticipation, and many fans of the song called out excitedly. A slick, low bass note rumbled through space out the stadium, and all was silent for several heartbeats.
How is it silent if there's a bass?
Fire, golden bright in 2 blazing streams, flared up on either end and lit the stage abruptly. A few people round Silver jumped at the sudden roar of flame. The music burst in just as powerful.
It's you!
Fuck.
I don't know.
So hot. I'm not gonna be able to do this without dying. Okay, here we go. This is
Where are my headphones? I kind of want to listen.
This is where I get to test myself as an actor. So hot out the box. Can we pick up the pace? Gold turned, suited up, his hair slicked back stylishly, leaving a few raven strands falling into his handsome face, a smirk on his lips as he purred the lyrics, the golden flames highlighting his features before dying down and the stage lights flashing on, pulsing. Wild feminine screams. That was a sentence. Wild feminine screams, period. Silver did not blame them. He swallowed looking into those golden eyes that were so dangerously that is not how you spell smoky.
Smoky.
Were so dangerously smoky, enhanced with black eyeliner. What? This is becoming my immortal. I love sensitive bi guys with black eyeliner. Pale skin. He's essentially becoming Adam Lambert in that music video, which was not that interesting, but whatever. Yeah. Green in similar attire, leg cocked slightly, moving subtly to the beat, his own emerald gaze line with dark coal.
That's eyeliner, pretty much.
His own emerald gaze line dark with dark coal as he took over. His own voice husky, complimenting the seductive purr from his stage partner beforehand.
Turn it up! I need to be entertained. Green reached up to adjust his mic quickly. Gold walked forwards in a sachet, his hips made for the runway as he owned the stage length easily.
That sounds like a euphemism for sex.
What?
He owned the stage length. Oh my god. Push the limit. Are you with it? Baby, don't be afraid. I'ma hurt you real good, baby.
This sounds so...
Gold, voice breathy and pure raw lust, looked directly at Silver.
How did he see Silver?
In a crowd of billions!
I mean, they're in the VIP box, but that's probably not actually as close to the stage as they make it seem.
No, it's not. Oh my god.
Usually those are like really high up and there's like screens and stuff so you can see things.
Yeah, oh
and
my
you're
god.
away from like the crowd.
Who felt his heart thudding in his chest. God damn those lyrics. Why were they...
Wait, what? I'm gonna hurt you real good, baby.
God damn those lyrics. Why were they so downright inappropriate that it made them so right?
No.
Did he actually say that in the song? I don't remember.
I guess, but no. Silver, no. You're not a masochist. You don't like being hurt. Why are you liking these lyrics?
It's so funny to me. I can't continue this.
He couldn't deal with this.
He couldn't deal with this. Gold looked so fucking... He is popping the biggest boner. Like
for some reason, like, this line is making me think Red X Green a Sad Secret. He looks so fucking good.
Gold looked so fucking good up on that stage. Silver didn't know if he would pass out or hyperventilate. He didn't even pause to even think about his emotions as he watched the two.
He didn't even pause to even think.
I mean, I know, like, the feeling. I've definitely seen hot people been like, oh, you look good, but I'm like... This is just funny. This is very not Silver.
Passing out or hyperventilating because he looks attractive with eyeliner.
Red wasn't faring... Again, my Immortal-esque. Red wasn't faring any better, gripping onto his chair in a vice-like grip. Or in a vice grip, you could just say that. Biting his lower lip, his scarlet eyes trained on Green. They are both so turned on, it's kind of scary. His expression hungry! Oh no, he's gonna eat that ass!
I think this next thing is your line too.
I know.
It's the long one. Many
of the female athletes recognizing Green cheered him on. Serge gave a loud, piercing wolf whistle. Woo! That's Adam Levine, the Animal song. Let's go! It's my show! Baby, do what I say! Don't trip off the glitz that I'm gonna display. I told ya, I'ma hold you down till you're amazed. Give it to you till you're screaming my name. I'm good at keeping a beat, guys. Gold continued the verse, hips fluid and rolling.
I guess this is the chorus coming up.
All the while, his blazing hawk-like eyes focused on the redhead.
This is Green next.
There was nothing else now. Silver couldn't breathe. He couldn't hear the crowd. He couldn't even see Red, who had just stood up on his seat. It was as if he were looking through a tunnel and at the end was Gold, him alone. It was ridiculous, but that was how it seemed as the fire blazed around Gold, perfectly in sync with the song.
I guess Gold is...
What parts of that song even worked with fire?
None of it. It was like in the dark and like rubbing hands all over the dude.
Yeah, the music video was just like a lot of people touching him. It was like those music videos made me so uncomfortable. It's uncomfortable. I don't like it. Ugh. Green, his voice now much higher, displaying his excellent vocal range, took over.
How do I do this? Higher?
Just do it.
No escaping my start. Once I'm in, I own your heart. There's no way you'll ring the alarm. So hold on until it's over. The chorus came up, and fire in blue and red. Again, Team Aqua and Magma. Burst up to the sky with the gold. The Kanto colors gaining a storm of approval from the Kanto citizens as the two heartthrobs on stage picked up the lyrics for the chorus, strutting about the stage. They just used stage twice in that sentence. Silver couldn't tear his eyes away.
This is the funniest thing we've ever done. You ready? You ready for some bad sing?
The chorus.
Okay, hold on. This is really hard because we can't sing because that's also we don't know it, but that's also copyright. So, okay. Oh, do you know what you got into? Can you handle what I'm about to do? Cause it's about to get rough for you. I'm here for your entertainment. Oh, you went fast. Oh, I bet you thought I was soft and sweet. You thought an angel swept you off your feet. It's like a rap. Well, I'm about to turn up the heat. I'm here for your entertainment. Entertainment. There's a lot of syllables.
You should read me since I was reading the last one, I think.
Oh
do it, I
my
guess.
god,
It wasn't fair how they moved their hips. Green commanding the chorus with his bright tenor, with Gold backing him up as a lower response.
We're definitely switching that up.
Gold, I suppose, yeah, maybe. That's kind of higher than yours still. Gold took over the next verse, moving until he was standing at the edge of the stage.
It's alright, you'll be fine, baby, I'm in control. Take the pain, take the pleasure, I'm the master of both. Close your eyes, not your mind, let me into your soul. I'ma work you till you're totally blown.
Blown.
It was hot, very hot. The heat of the flames, the pulsing, driving beat, and the single voice that was the audience. Silver could feel everything he had ever felt for Gold pooling in his gut. How much hatred he had had, all the annoyance he held towards him, the jealousy, the anger, the wanting that he had felt for Gold. No one else had made him so angry and happy at the same time. I have to cough. Green took a deep breath as the bridge came up, his voice clear, truly displaying his fantastic range, singing the bridge and the final verses of the song with Gold as the backing voice.
Should I just go to like a normal voice?
Hold on, I have to do the backing voice.
Should I go like really high?
No, just do it.
Okay, do you like what you see?
Whoa! Let me
entertain you till you scream.
Oh, do you know what you got into?
Cause you handle what I'm about to do. Cause it's about to get rough for you. I'm here for your entertainment. This is still song, okay.
Okay. Oh, I bet you thought I was soft and sweet. Bet you thought.
You thought
an angel slapped you off your feet. Well, I'm about to turn up the heat. Turn up the heat. I'm here for your entertainment. The lights shut off.
No, mine.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Because I was the one doing the main part of this.
Yeah.
The lights shut off before flooding back on as both males did little bows. That was the end of the song?
Cool.
Oh, another song. Hey,
Oh,
this
no.
is a better song. Oh my god, it's so much better.
I don't know this song.
Yeah, you do.
Okay.
As both males did little bows, Gold adjusted his headset mic, his voice low as he addressed the stadium, cameras flashing like glitter in the darkness.
Thank you, ladies and gents. We have another song for you, which Green and I have decided we are dedicating this specific number to two very special people in the audience tonight. They know who they are, and so we hope you enjoy.
Morty and...
Morty and Volkner.
No, Janine and...
Janine and Koga. Gold looked back down at him, a teasing smirk on his face. Silver almost hit his face. Gold was dedicating the next song to him? Red bounced on his seat, looking very happy, heart hammering in his chest and a funny fluttery feeling in his stomach. Silver waited as the orchestra's string section started in vibrato. The lights faded off. Gold's voice swam out of the darkness, sultry. Birds flying high, you know how I feel. Sun in the sky, you know how I feel. Breeze drifting on by, you know how I feel. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life for me, and I'm feeling good. Screams,
Apparently he doesn't know this song.
whistles, and cheering erupted once more as the fire pulsed full blast onto the stage, as the brass section of the orchestra with much enthusiasm belted out the introduction. Gold and Green had both changed from headsets to stand microphones. Gold was grasping the pole lightly, lips brushing on the surface of the mic, his eyes half-lidded. Silver felt his breath hitch in his chest. He's thinking about a beige. This is Green.
I think this is still you, actually.
I'm feeling good.
Because it says the next verse.
Green, standing in front of his own shiny silver mic, murmured out the next verse, his green eyes locked on Red, who was staring back unblinkingly. Silver could smell the sexual tension, literally.
No, he can't.
Gold flicked the few strands of hair out of his face out of his eyes. Green's voice, so much different from his previous tenor, was a low baritone.
Fish in the sea! You know how I feel! River running free, you know how I feel. Blossom on a tree, you know how I feel. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life. I'm just taking this shit. For me, and I'm feeling good.
Oh my god.
Is this still mine, or is this both of us?
It's just you.
Okay, it's still me. Dragonfly out in the sun, you know what I mean. Don't you know? Butterflies all having fun, you know what I mean. Sleep in peace when day is done, that's what I mean. And this old world is a new world and a bold world. For me! For me! For me! This hurts. This hurts so bad. The bridge rang out through the stadium. Sassy, sexy. And the lights flashed, creating a throbbing light show as the throbbing.
There's so many sexual words
As
in
the
this.
solos from the saxophones rang out. I used to play the saxophone in like 6th grade. The stadium was thunderous. Why does that sentence? The stadium was thunderous. The audience is making a thunderous noise? I don't know. The stadium itself is just booming, I guess. Gold, who had stepped away from his mic, moved forwards close again, his voice low, passionate, and much louder, eyes closing as he went with the music. Silver could feel that voice hum through his being, singing through his veins.
His nerves.
Veins would sound better. Gold really didn't know the effect he had on the redhead, as he took a deep breath.
Stars when you shine, you know how I feel. Scent of the pine. Whoa, lyrics are beautiful. I'm feeling it. You know how I feel. Oh, freedom is mine. And I know how I feel. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life. Oh, they're merging. So
eventually, for this next part.
It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life. Green slid in, merging his powerful vocals with Gold's, with the tawny-eyed male drifting out his green
I guess I should have joined
whatever.
you.
We can.
It's a new dawn. It's a new dawn.
It's a new dawn.
It's a new day. It's a new life. It's a new life for me. Green took a deep breath as the orchestra dropped out, and I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. I feel so good. I feel so good. The orchestra faded out to tumultuous applause. Green and Gold, both wearing huge smiles as they clapped along with the stadium. Green stepped back in shock, laughing as a bra flew on stage with I 3U. I'm assuming there's meant to be a... Yeah. Stamped on it. Silver stood, his heart racing, his gut churning with a swirl of emotions, muttering to Red about the bathroom, who nodded, his eyes locked on Green, and nothing else. Silver got up and pushed his way out of the stands, breaking into a run. He had the VIP card on him. He had to get backstage to Gold. Is he gonna jump him?
Oh my god, I hope they have sex.
Line break.
Gold grinned as he came into the backstage. That's a sex euphemism.
As he came. That's anal.
Green was I thought it was shredding. Green was shredded. Green was shedding his jacket, grabbing his water bottle, drinking it all in one go. Damn. Gold laughed breathlessly. We did so well you managed to hit that high note without breaking.
What high note?
Green. Oh, Green.
Oh. We did so well you managed to hit that high note without breaking, Green said as he capped the bottle and tossed it into the bin. Gold nodded, taking off his own jacket and hanging it up on one of the free pegs lining the walls, before loosening his tie. The backstage quarters were vast, with many props and costumes lining the walls, with many old pieces of paper left behind from rehearsals, scripts, and song lyrics littering the pages. What? Oh, left behind from rehearsals. Scripts and song lyrics littering the pages.
Got it.
Green went to the small sink on the side, washing his hands. Gold ran a hand through his gelled back hair, tousling it back into his normal style.
Green.
God, you have no idea how nervous I was. My hands were so sweaty, which is, by the way, really gross. Green said, drying his hands off quickly. Gold rolled his shoulders.
Is this Green again? I think so. Or does Gold say this? Who says this? Dead air is bad.
I'll say it's Green.
Okay.
I was so fucking nervous I didn't know if they'd pay any attention. I mean, after Kyohei and Hugh.
Yeah. Green sat down, stretching out his tired legs. It had been nerve-wracking for them both. Gold went over and turned up the ceiling fan. It was so hot under the lights and fire bursting up around them. Fanning himself with his hand,
good, I guess.
Gold undid the first few buttons of his shirt.
But that's a terrible usage of, like, foreshadowing. No, not foreshadowing.
Silver's gonna walk in, see Gold with an unbuttoned shirt, and, like, jizz in his pants. Also,
jizz in my pants. That's
pause.
Do you think they understood? Green asked, and Gold nodded. You know how I feel? That's literally, it's not a good song for that, confessing your feelings or whatever. It's not terrible, but it's, you know how I feel, birds flying high, you know how I feel. This doesn't make sense for a love confession. Green asked, and Gold nodded. He had seen Silver's face amongst the many others. He had seen how surprised and pleased the redhead had been. He had been so nervous about how Silver would receive it. Green smiled.
Green.
Yeah.
Green.
Then you just agree without actually saying anything.
Right.
I guess we should change, get into the stands so we can watch the rest of the show, eh? Gold agreed, reaching up over his head to stretch, untucking his shirt, too. As he did so, that felt so much better. Green began changing quickly out of his suit, hanging it up neatly so it could be cleaned. Gold had gone to the bathroom. He'd been so nervous, he now needed to take a piss.
Okay.
Green softly called out to him that he was leaving first and would see him in the stands, so they have the room alone when Silver gets there.
Oh no.
They're gonna have sex. No,
Yeah,
they're
they
probably
are.
not.
Oh, they are.
But I thought they didn't do that to like 50.
I don't know.
Chapters in.
Shut up. Don't spoil.
Isn't that what Pokegri said or something?
I don't remember. Don't spoil.
Gold acknowledged him with a grunt, and as he washed his hands, heard Green leaving. Gold fiddled with his cufflinks, unsure as to why he had to wear them when the jacket hid the damn things. The door opened.
Green? Gold called out. He turned to see Silver standing there, looking like he had sprinted all the way.
What the frick is
Hair
happening?
wild and cheeks flushed. Speechless, Gold went over to the redhead curiously. One look in Silver's pale steel eyes told him everything. Silver opened his mouth, trying to say something, and Gold smiled down at him. That was all it took. Forgetting what he wanted to say to Silver, cheeks reddened now from embarrassment, grabbed Gold by his tie and yanked him down, pulling him into a hasty kiss, his legs shaking. Gold, astounded, gently placed his hands on the redhead's hips to steady him. Pulling away, Silver was a fragile mess. Turning to flee, he found he couldn't.
I don't like in like Slash or Yaoi women, they make one of them just so
Weak and pathetic.
Weak and pathetic.
I don't like it
how
either.
people stereotypically make women.
No.
They're like, oh, this one is totally the top, and this one is the bottom, so the bottom has to be sad and pathetic and weak, and they have to run away from their emotions, and have to be like, oh, I can't take the feels, oh my god.
That's why I hated parts of Buffy's relationships in the show. Because there are points, spoiler alert, I guess, if you ever watch Buffy, but there are points
Her dad is calling
where
me.
Okay, so Lindsay got a phone call.
So continuing the thought.
Continuing my thought.
Buffy was
okay,
weak and
so there are things. Buffy is a wonderful show. She's a very empowered woman. But there are times, and I think this is why I hate all of her relationships, where every relationship she has in that show that's romantic, there are always scenes where she becomes this super weak and helpless person. I'm not saying that there are points where, like, people naturally become weak and helpless in their life.
You don't always have to be strong.
Right. That's what I'm trying to get at. But there are points where it happened just so the man could be strong and, like, sort of win her heart. And I'm like, I'm so against that. And that's...
Yeah, like with the one scene with Spike where he, like, attacked her.
Yeah, oh my god.
Where it's, like, so that he can go on his redemption arc, kind of. It's like, there wasn't really a point in him doing that.
I'm still bitter. Okay, before this becomes a Buffy rant, I am still bitter about how I'm mad that she forgave him for that. Like, I understand forgiveness is a thing, but I wouldn't, as a person, I would never have been so quick to forgive.
I mean... As soon as he realized what he was doing, he stopped, so that was good, but...
Their relationship was
So it's not like he
bad.
actually attacked her, because, like, he thought that she could fight him off, but she was hurt, and he didn't know that or whatever, or he didn't know that kind of... I don't know, I have no idea.
She was going through some shit, but whatever.
Yeah, stuff happened, and it wasn't a good time for them. It was never a good time.
Season 6 was Everyone in
Because then
season 6
Buffy
had a
was just
bad
really
time.
abusive in that relationship.
They were both bad.
But after that, she was more so. She would, like, come and, like, beat him up.
Yeah.
For no reason other than she wanted to beat something up, and he was there and couldn't really hurt her back.
He just took it.
Yeah.
But I digress because we spent
Yeah,
2
Buffy.
minutes talking about this.
Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Good show. Watch it.
Yeah. Okay.
7 seasons, 1 summer, 140 some episodes.
You got this. Back to this. Oh no, you don't. Come here. Gold grabbed him round the waist before the fiery teen could escape.
He's not flighty though.
Could escape. Silver didn't fight it. He was actually shaking violently in fear. He's afraid.
Yes.
And Gold thought it was the cutest thing ever.
And fear is cute. Someone's being called. They'll answer it. It'll be fine.
We're gonna just keep talking over
reading.
it.
Yeah.
Okay. Gently kissing Silver on the forehead, Gold held him close. It's okay, Silver. Silver whimpered.
Whimpering.
Unable to deal with everything he was feeling. Gold smelt vaguely sweaty, but mainly of some expensive scent that lay crisp and dank. Dark. Under the heady, smoky scent of the fire.
You smell smoke and this isn't bothering you
He had
at all.
performed through. Gold knew how big a step this was for the redhead and didn't push it. Silver tried to get his breathing back in sync and found his couldn't. Pushing at Gold's shoulders, he tried to escape once more.
Let go, Gold. Please. Let me go.
No.
Why is he... No.
No! When someone says let go, you let go!
Yeah.
That's rapey!
He's saying it softly, though.
I don't care. You're restricting them.
Yeah.
Gold said softly, tilting his head up so he could see Silver's face. Silver let out a small sob. He couldn't deal with this. What the fuck is this?
It's so out of character.
Heart hammering in his
characters
chest.
are moving in this direction, but it's so out of what his actual character was.
His lips trembling. Like, this is character growth, but it's like weird character growth.
It's like regression.
Yeah.
It's worse character growth.
His lips trembling, Silver couldn't do anything but let out small dry sobs. It hurt a lot to be right there and not able to say
You
anything.
ran to go be with him. You sprinted from the stands because he was so hot and stuff. And then you get there, you look at him, and you try and run away.
And then you start crying. And now you're in pain. Silver struggled lightly, shaking.
Oh, no. This is your fault. This is all your fucking fault, Gold.
How is it my fault? Gold asked, merely curious to know why Silver was in such a state. Me too, honestly. That was a great question. Silver shook his head, his beautiful red hair shining in the half light of the backstage.
It's kind of orange in this light, actually. It just is.
Fuck you, that's
Silver
not an
whispered,
excuse.
having calmed down a bit. Gold stroked his back, elated that Silver had come to him now. They stayed like that for a few moments, when Gold ventured further.
Oh my god. Silver, hey. Silver, look at me, babe. Come
Babe.
on.
Babe!
Silver looked up at him, pale and emotionally wrecked.
You have no idea what you do to me. Gold whispered,
Silver
miserable.
whispered.
Whatever, Silver whispered, miserable. Miserable.
Les Miserables.
Gold stroked the side of his face, his expression kindly amused. What? Silver looked away again, unable to meet the golden gaze. Gold chuckled quietly. Silver was so precious.
Do you know what you do to me, Silver? Silver looked back up at him, his brow furrowed in confusion.
Oh, my
Gold rolled his eyes at Silver's ignorance. I told this to Ruby ages ago. You walked out just as I was going to say it. You're incredible, beautiful, amazing, funny, irresistible.
Really face.
Everything I ever wanted. Silver, I can't get you out of my mind. You snuck into my heart and worked yourself in like a piece of clockwork.
What does that even mean? What does that mean? Title drop, I guess, but what does that mean? You worked yourself in like a piece of clockwork. What? What? What?
I love that you're upset because I was just gonna go with it because I'm already exhausted.
What does that mean?
I can't work without you.
I guess that's what it means. But you've been working fine.
Gold stopped abruptly as Silver hit his face in his chest. Oh, man. Silver had just begun to calm down when Gold just comes out with that. He didn't know what to say to that all. He could do was all he could do was break down, vulnerable in front of the eagle-eyed male.
Eagle-eyed male.
Silver?
What?
I love you. Silver froze, eyes wide. Gold loved him. Silver found it hard to breathe, his head spinning with too many thoughts. He had never done well with emotions. Not now and not ever, it seemed.
Well, he was angry at emotions
but strangely
at first,
enough,
but now he's just weak and pathetic and oh my god.
But strangely enough, he had accepted that long ago. I want you to realize that. I don't want anyone else, Silver. I've sat and thought about it. I thought it was a phase. I thought it couldn't do it, but in the end, I just wanted you for you. What? I don't care about girls or someone better. It's you.
There's no one better. You can't love me. I'm not amazing or anything like that. I'm just me. Oh my god, that's so cliche. Silver said thickly.
And that's what I love about you. You have no self-esteem, Silver. You don't encourage this.
No, this next part.
Have you ever once just looked at yourself and gone, yeah, I like who I see? Because I have looked at you and said, yeah, I do. Silver shook his head and Gold sighed, making a mental note to work on that. Silver, do you like me? Silver paused, and then nodded ever so slightly. Gold smiled. Silver, do you love me? That makes me think of the Who song. Tommy, can you hear me? Tommy, can you feel me? Tommy, can you see me? Anyways. Gold watched at the redhead in his arms, seemed to be going through a personal dilemma. Silver said nothing. Gold repeated his question, and Silver still said nothing. Finally, the scarred teen looked up at him.
Can I show you?
Gold nodded.
Gold nodded. Silver then reached up on his tiptoes and pressed a tiny, fleeting kiss against his lips. Why is Silver so pathetic in this scene?
This is so ridiculous.
It was a quick, brief gesture, but Gold read everything Silver had wanted to say to him. Silver loved him. Silver wanted to tell him, but couldn't. Silver was so torn between want and love, he didn't know what was what, and if it was possible. Gold nuzzled Silver's cheek with his nose.
It's okay. You can have all... Well... Gold gave a wry smile. You can have what's left of me. You can want me, have me, and love me. It's okay to want all that, Silver. Silver closed his eyes at the reference that Gold was still broken, that he was still insinuating he wasn't whole.
You're not broken, Gold, but you are?
I know, but I'm only half of who I am without you.
I hate you.
Of course. Gold crooned, searching for an opening which Silver was trying very hard not to give him. Gold reached down, deciding to make an opening, sliding his hands near the redhead's backside. Realizing this, Silver let out a hiss and looked up at Gold, struggling. Grabbing the opportunity, Gold leant down and kissed him full on the lips, not like the two little pecks from before, a full kiss, lips slanting over, the redhead slightly parted. He didn't venture any further in case he spooked the fragile teenager. He was glad to feel Silver relax into him, finally calmed down. Breaking the kiss, Gold rested his forehead against Silver's, pleasantly surprised as tears ran down Silver's cheeks. Don't cry.
I can't help it. You did this to me, Gold. You've made me go all over the place, and I've been so stressed and confused about it.
I know. Let me make it up to you. I know you've been dying to try out that hot tub.
That's how it ends.
And that's the end.
What?
Okay.
That was a shorter chapter, mostly with all the songs and stuff.
Alright, because that chapter was kind of short, running only about 30 minutes, we're going to go do another chapter, so this is going to be kind of an extended episode.
And then our thoughts will come after that.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure an audience member is smart enough to know how we felt about that chapter. You finished reading, right? Or did I finish reading?
You did. Start. I know you wanted to enjoy that hot tub or whatever.
Oh yeah, you can start then.
Silver sat quietly soaking in the tub, unsure of everything that had just happened. So they made it to the hot tub without talking about anything else, I guess.
Oh my god.
Green sat across from him, snoozing lightly. He's sleeping in the hot tub.
Oh.
Exhausted from the ceremony. Gold was with Red. Oh, that's Green, okay. Gold was with Red, sorting out the bathtub. Red had attempted making bath bombs. We already told him no. And the whole suite stank like hell. Red had been forced by Green to go clean up, and Gold had gone to help him because he was the strongest, and there was some heavy lifting to do. Something about the smell coming from various drains under the furniture. What? They don't have drains under furniture.
Ay.
The drain is in the tub. That's the only drain ever. Unless you're like in some weird communal shower type setup thing.
Ugh.
Oh god. Furniture. Silver with his hair tied high and up out of the way softly woke Green. Green? What? What's that? Green. Gold says he loves me. Green shifted in the tub, stretching luxuriously like a cat in the sun. Can't read it from there. Good. It's about time. Green, I don't know what to do. It's scary. Normally I'm so in control of my feelings.
I'm fine.
And then he comes along and just eradicates everything I knew about myself. Green smiled at him. Oh, Silver, honey. Honey? Green doesn't call people that.
Ugh.
It's fine to feel like that. I remember when Red just turned my world upside down. You'll figure it out. It was like a month ago that you finally admitted your feelings to the dude.
Aye.
Silver said nothing, watching the bubbles in the hot tub sluggishly rise to the warm, steaming surface. Bubbles don't rise sluggishly. Unless it's like some weird, like...
It's viscous.
Literal soap.
Right.
Texture. It appeared that the temperature really dropped at night in Unova, especially in Driftvale City. Sharon had told them it was because of the marshlands and the large body of water nearby. That does not, no. Marshes?
No.
Marshes don't really drop the temperature that much.
They don't.
We live by a marsh.
Exactly.
Green then stood, getting slowly out of the tub. It's 10:30 now. I need to get some sleep because the first of the tournament, Section A, starts tomorrow at 10, and I want to get as much sleep as possible. Red does too, actually. Don't stay up too long, Silver. This is still painful.
Yeah.
After that singing.
I know.
Waving to him goodbye, Green padded, leaving a wet trail of footprints. Green would not do that.
No.
Opening the sliding door to the living room of their suite. Silver sighed and reclined back, closing his eyes, wondering, pondering over the most recent events. He loved Gold. He definitely did, but he couldn't say it. It was like he was cursed, and the words could never make it out. His lips always sealed shut. He cursed Gold and how easily he could just say what he thought. Didn't Gold know he could get seriously hurt if he just wore his heart on his sleeve so foolishly? Yes, he's been hurt in the past. His family died.
Mm-hmm. In a fire, remember?
And everyone he cared about. And he ran away because he had no one. And then he was like on the
Remember
streets.
when he like whored himself out in the red light district? Remember when that was a plot point?
Did he actually do that?
I think
or
so.
Or was that like a thing that he just said and then it never actually
And he got really drunk and came back.
Wasn't
after...
it a thing like, did he ever say was one? I don't
yeah, no, he said.
Yeah.
And Silver got really pissy. I remember this.
It was a while ago. Probably like half a year.
Yeah.
But Silver had to admit he himself had to be a fool as well to have fallen so desperately in love with Gold. Even from here, he could smell the monstrosity that had been Red's experiment. What does this have to do with anything?
Yeah, right?
Sickly sweet. It was powerful, but much better. Thank God the bedrooms, had excellent ventilation. Thus, it was only the tiny kitchenette and the living room and that specific bathroom that stank like the gallows. Fine, gallows was too morbid. Like a soap factory that had just blown up. That wouldn't smell bad.
Aye.
I mean, it smelled overpowering.
Right.
But not like gallows and death, like they've implied multiple times.
Right?
He kept his eyes closed as he heard the door slide again and the sound of someone slipping into the tub with him. Obviously, it's Gold. However, he was too antsy to stay with his eyes shut for long and open them to gaze across at Gold, who sat wreathed in steam. His eyes lidded as he looked down at the water at his hands. Sorry, Silver said, unsure of the awkward tension. Gold looked up at him, his lips quirking upwards fondly.
Hey, you don't need to apologize.
I feel like I should. I was such a wreck earlier. Yes, you were. You should be
Yeah.
sorry. I'm so sorry. I just didn't know how to feel or what to do, and I was so fucking afraid that I cried and, Silver was silenced by Gold moving forwards in the small space to press a glistening wet finger to his lips. His expression was impish.
You talk too much.
Pretend this is Kenny's hand right here.
Well, what? Oh, okay.
Other side. Probably.
Gold said, still not moving his finger from the redhead's lips. Silver stared at him, his steel eyes questioning. Gold, upon seeing this, slowly moved his hand away, entranced by the way Silver's pink little tongue flicked out, moistening his dry lips. Unable to contain himself, Gold leant in. Silver jumped slightly at the pair of warm lips touching his. They stayed like that for a while, before Silver, plucking up the courage inside himself, pressed back a little harder, opening his mouth slightly, their breaths mingling lightly. Gold pulled the redhead forward, so he was sitting on his lap. Here they were perfectly level with each other. Gold broke the kiss first. Silver looked at him, trying to tell him he trusted him, and that he had total faith in him. Gold felt like it would be rude to kiss him again without asking.
You haven't asked at all. Any of these, except for this one time.
Can I kiss you again? Silver bit his lower lip and nodded. Gold did not waste any time, swooping one hand firmly against Silver's long, pale back, with the long, thin scars from his father's belt crisscrossing.
Okay, that's not necessarily detail right now. I mean, I guess, but...
The other in the dark, foxy red hair, snapping the hairband that held it together,
Don't
allowing
do
the
that.
gorgeous mane of red to
how
fall.
is he just snapping it? Those things don't snap just by, like, pulling it.
Spilling over Silver's slightly damp shoulders and face. Silver gasped at the kiss. It was much more passionate than any they had previously shared. It was warm, and upon hearing the tiny hitch, Gold slipped his tongue against the redhead's. Silver gave a muffled cry of surprise, did his best to accept it, and continued to repeat, enjoying the moment, in his head over and over again. Enjoying the moment was in single quotes. I don't know why.
Enjoy the moment. He's repeating the thought, enjoy the moment, in his head.
The kiss was gentle and warm.
This is a terrible thought.
Gold holding him like he was something delicate. Yeah, if you're not having fun, stop it. God. Silver then realized as they broke away that he didn't want Gold to treat him like something fragile.
You have been the past, 20 chapters. Okay, we're only 23 chapters in.
Oh, God. He had endured many things. He could do this.
Apparently not.
Licking his lips, Silver wrapped his previously paralyzed and limp arms around the raven-haired male's neck. He moved forwards, so his forehead pressed against Gold's.
Again, he muttered, and Gold's eyebrows, fully raised, looked concerned for a split second.
Are you sure? Because Silver, I don't think I can control myself if we do that again.
That is not a good line. Ever.
Time out. You first, because I also have shit to say.
I can't control myself. No! You can control yourself!
You are always in control of yourself.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Whenever you see it in, fanfiction, it's like, I can't control myself if I go any further. I won't be able to hold back. It's like, yes. Yes, you can!
Yes, you can, and you will, because if someone says stop, you will stop. Full halt.
Yes. It's like, no. That's not a good line to use. Ever.
No.
Ever. Just no. I won't be able to stop, or I won't be able to control myself, or anything along those lines. It's just, no.
It's bad.
No,
Don't do it.
Rape culture.
Exactly. Silver gave him a small, shaky smile. He was okay with that. Gold kissed his neck softly, sucking a mark there, and Silver hummed, enjoying the feeling. I thought it said feeding. I was like, oh, God. It felt nice. The massaging feeling and the odd nip of the teeth here and there. Gold retreated, looking at the mark he had made. Poking it, Gold kissed Silver on the ear. That there will tell everyone you belong to me. That's shitty. No.
I mean, some people like the possession.
I know.
Thing,
okay, some people are into that, but I'm going to tell you right now, you don't need someone to possess you, and you don't belong to anyone, and anyone tells you that you are their possession, you run the fuck away unless it's your kink.
Yeah, I guess.
I'm just bitter.
And usually it should be an established kink.
Yes, exactly. Also,
usually you should talk with your partner about if it's okay to leave marks and where it's okay to leave marks and...
Right. Consent is super important, guys. If there's anything you learn from Fanfiction Friday, consent is the most important thing, and a lot of fanfictions are so bad.
Yeah.
That's why I loved Crooked Smiles. That fic was all consent.
That was a good consensual fic.
Hey, if you haven't seen it, check out our reading of Crooked Smiles.
One of the ones we liked a lot.
That is so good. Such a great fic. Please check it out.
And we liked this one at parts.
Back to the fic. The objectification was kind of hot to Silver, and he
So
let out a
I
small
guess
moan at the thought.
We might have spoken a little too early, but
guess.
still.
Gold caught it, and whilst Silver couldn't see his face, seeing as he was still carefully loving the scarred teen's delicate ear with his lips, smirked at the sound. Silver was well and truly fucked if he continued to make those kinds of noises, but little did Gold know Silver was trying his damnedest to do so, trying to drive him over the edge.
So he's a masochist.
The redhead was actually very curious to see how Gold acted when he lost control. He knew he wouldn't be disappointed. Okay.
I guess.
Gold nipped at the lobe of his
You do
ear,
you,
drawing a
boo.
sharp gasp from his submissive partner.
Now they just full out came and say it. Submissive
Thank
partner.
you. Silver was submitting, and whilst that was sexy, Gold knew he wanted to rile the redhead up and get him spitting angry. He would tease. Moving from the ear, Gold trailed his nose and lips down the slender length of Silver's
some of these
neck.
lines that are coming up.
Nosing the dark hickey, Gold pressed an open-mouthed kiss to Silver's Adam's apple. Ew. That's not. I don't like.
Neck kissing, just like
Like
the
not
front
like
neck
here.
kissing,
That's
like-
weird. This area is weird. These are great. Go for like here, but this is strange. It was faint, but nonetheless there. He scraped his teeth against the slight protrusion, drawing a throaty moan from
So you're
Silver.
saying he is a faint Adam's apple, so he's feminine.
Silver looked down at him through his pale eyes,
I mean,
meeting
most
the
women
blazing
still
molten
have kind of Adam's
amber.
apple-y.
He saw lust, and Silver decided to fuck his problems to hell and really just enjoy the moment. He trusted Gold, and that was all that mattered. Whatever happened now, Silver knew he would just have to hang on to the wild ride.
This line, though, this is gold.
Whatever I do next, if I hurt you in any way, I'm sorry. Could you forgive me? Or just don't hurt him. That's a good start. Silver snorted,
accidentally,
tossing
yes.
his hair out of his face haughtily.
You won't hurt me. Gold smirked, the expression deadly and sexy, and for the first time, Silver could feel his neither regions reacting. His nether regions is what they meant to say. Reacting. He could already vaguely feel Gold, hot, hard, and huge. So Gold's a big dick, too, against his thigh. Silver felt a split second of fleeting fear where he wondered how the fuck this was going to work, but decided that it would work. 2 words in the same sentence again.
Right.
Gold growled. He fucking growled, and Silver swore he would probably explode.
Your loss. Also,
What?
I just want you guys to know something.
If I hurt you, I'm sorry. Could you forgive me? You won't hurt me. Your loss. What?
Also, I just really want to throw in there, I hope they don't have sex in the hot tub, because you're gonna get
unsanitary.
water in there. That's why you don't have sex in water, is because you're gonna get water in there, and you're gonna be like thrusting, and water's gonna get in there, and it's just bad. Don't do it in the water. You can do like a beach, but you can't do like much more.
In like a shower or bath or something, but a hot tub or a pool with like chlorine and stuff.
Yeah, that's all. You probably shouldn't do it in a bathtub. In a shower is fine because that water's not going in.
It's not bad for you. It might be kind of gross later, but it's not bad for you.
The chlorine is bad though.
It'd hydrate you pretty well. Does it just be straight absorbed through your intestines?
I mean, yeah, I guess you got a point.
Quickest way to get drunk too.
Gold murmured, his voice low, quiet, and dangerous.
I've heard things on the internet. Many things.
Silver let out a cry of surprise as he was flipped round and was under the stronger teen in seconds, no longer straddling his lap, but pressed up against the cool tiles of the rim of the tub, his hard-on
I think they're
colliding
literally
with the
gonna have sex in
side,
this.
causing the cold to spark up his nerves.
That's not a good thing. Probably.
Helpless and pinned, Silver gasped, panting, looking back over his shoulder as Gold towered over him, dominant and ruthless,
Oh, God.
lusty and wanton.
Yeah, people can be like this and sexy, and I like this stuff, but still, I don't like the way Silver is reacting to this.
I don't either. I'm just keeping my mouth
some
shut.
people's personalities are different between like their everyday life and when they're in bed. Clearly.
Yes. Yeah, no, that's true.
But still.
It's a thing.
Most of the time when I'm reading like fanfiction stuff, I like it when it's the other way around. Like the one who's like more, I don't know, less weird.
So my seinen is an uke? You like that one?
Yeah,
I love that fic.
Things like that.
That fic was good.
Where the one who's usually like weaker in like everyday life is like, or the one who's usually stronger is like, I want you to take control for once.
I just really like seeing weak people take control of their lives. I say quote unquote weak because some people are just like quieter,
less assertive.
Yeah. I like seeing less assertive people be like the
initiative and
no, it's not happening now. It's really cool. Anyway,
which is why I like the Nitori Momo one.
Oh yeah, did we read that one on this?
I think
we did. Yeah, not cute. That was a good one.
Yeah, like things like that. Which is why half the time when I pick out fan fictions for this show, it's like...
That's how it goes.
Like Makoto Sosuke. Oh, God. From our first one.
That was our first ever. Anyways,
and Aaron Jean.
That was a good one. I loved Submit. Mm-hmm. Anyways, Silver's eyes went wide as he felt the sexy hawk-eyed male press his proud erection up against his rear.
I care more about our conversation than what's happening in
Fucking
this
hell. Yeah, me too. Fucking hell. Gold is really well hung. Yeah, because he's a fucking Mary Sue.
So he can sing, he's strong, he's tall, he has a huge penis.
I hope it's like 5 inches, but it's just big to Silver. Because Silver's so small. Nothing wrong with having a 5-inch dick, by the way. I'm not saying that size doesn't matter. It's how you yahoos it. That's one of my favorite jokes ever. Because it's Toad who says it. Anyways.
But like... It makes you think of, like, Hinata's monster dick in the story of
how Kageyama died a tragedy.
It's always funny when, like, they're, like, the small character has, like, the big dick, and everyone's like, oh my god.
Silver, however, knew now was not the time to back out. He was ready for this. I hope he lubes you up first, because you're gonna be in a lot of pain. He let out a whimper, embarrassed as a slow roll of the hips from Gold, the filthy sound of the water in the hot tub sloshing about with the movement. You'll be begging.
A filthy sound, but okay.
You'll be begging for me by the time I'm done with you. Gold snarled in his ear. I don't like their sex dynamic at all.
No.
Silver went taut as a bowstring, choking.
I mean, a lot of time I like switching in like relationships and like fan fictions and things.
I just don't like this. It just doesn't feel right to me.
And more equal. I mean, sometimes the unequal dynamics is kind of fun, but
Silver went taut as a bowstring, choking on slightly on his next breath, responded breathlessly, going lightheaded from the adrenaline, hormones, and heat.
Really? I doubt that. Gold jerked his hip sharply into Silver's ass. Silver arched his back, keening softly, his hands gripping the edge of the tub. He's like grinding against your butt. That's not that great here. Silver was really trying to push his buttons. The incredible thing was, it was working. Gold leaned over the length of the pale back, covering it easily with his broad figure. I thought he was, like, stocky. I mean, stocky does kind of imply broad, but not usually tall as well. But
yikes.
Stocky does not mean tall and broad. Like, that's how he was first introduced or whatever. He whispered sensually in Silver's ear.
We'll see about that. Silver cried out as he was jerked up and back, blunt nails raking down his back over sensitive scars.
How is he jerked up and back if there's nails being over his back? I don't... Usually you need a grip from the front to pull back.
The other hand that wasn't...
Unless you, like...
Oh, don't use this word. The other hand that wasn't abusing his back slid down to grope at his hard-on. Abuse is never a good thing. So, like, I don't... Like, okay. This chapter's problematic. Like, we're finally getting to sex 23 chapters in, and I'm just, like, not into it at all.
Yeah.
Like, I don't feel like any of this is redeeming. Anyways.
Red and green might have a better dynamic. So I can't wait for that in, like, chapter 15.
Me too. Silver writhed under the attention, muffling his cries with his hand. Gold lightly ran his tongue, much cooler, soothing the burning red sores he had scraped down
usually.
Silver's back. He watched Silver's back as it bunched and coiled, tensing and relaxing with every movement. Gold slipped his hand up Silver's broad shorts. Board shorts. Liking what he found under, Silver yelped.
Fuck! Gold chuckled at the expletive. Silver panted. His breathing labored as the invading hand stroked up and down the slender length. Wasn't he already having his hand on his dick?
Through the shorts. Now he's in. Yes. So now he's actually touching
it.
Like
up the leg. Literally teasing him with clever fingers, swiftly and well practiced. Lots of self-practice there. Roughly jerking him off. fuck, Silver closed his eyes, his brow furrowed as he tried to accommodate all that he was feeling. He fell forwards on his hands, surprised as Gold lifted him bodily up and out of the water, so his rear stuck in the air. His elbows bent on the cold patio tiles as... What? Is it like an in-ground hot tub?
Yeah, I don't know.
I guess?
Okay.
Outside. And that was kind of established. Right?
Yeah.
But still. As Silver tried to take his own weight so suddenly, hanging his head, Silver looked back at Gold, who was looking devilish. What are you... Silver let a sharp, high-pitched... High-pitched? What are you... Silver let a sharp, high-pitched moan as Gold, who tore down his trunks, spread his arse cheeks, and with his hot, slick tongue... saliva is not good enough lube, especially for the first time.
Also,
Rimming.
Is his butt clean?
Yeah, usually you prepare before things like that.
If you're gonna do anything anal, you need to communicate with your partner so that the person who is going to be on the receiving end has time to clean very thoroughly, because that is a dirty place.
Yeah.
It is a very dirty place. Also, just... Alright, whatever. Continue.
If they need lube, if they actually
They
have
need, like,
sex.
real lube, yeah.
Because saliva, not good enough.
It's just not good enough in any situation.
Yeah.
It
Especially
really
for the
isn't.
first time.
Oh, especially.
Because he's never had sex before.
Yes, he's
with anyone.
Yeah, he's a virgin. We established that.
As far as I know.
No, he established it. He is a virgin.
Yeah. Blah, blah, blah. As I was speaking with his hot, slick tongue slid a burning, wet trail from his shuddering, tiny pink hole to his lean shoulder blades. He, like, goes like... all the way up. What the frick? Why?
What? I think it's really cute. It's so gross that they described his butthole as shuddering.
I've seen it before.
What? Oh, it's fixed.
Yeah, not in real life. Oh my god.
I was like, what?
No.
Ugh, okay.
But all the way up. His trunks floated on the top of the water near his buckling knees. As he stood still in the tub, shuddering and shaking from the surprise attack. Surprise attack. Silver couldn't get another word out as two large hands slid up and down his torso, slicking hot water up, the hot fingers pushing, rubbing against his nipples. Silver jerked violently, never realizing he could be so sensitive there. Gold chuckled.
Have you never just
huskily.
tried on your own, buddy? It's usually how you discover
yourself
things.
and other people.
I mean, yeah, but whatever. Usually you discover these things when you go through, the whole puberty thing, and you're like, I'm gonna see what I like. Anyways.
Gold chuckled huskily into the small of his back. Hell, everything was hot now. Silver was burning up. That's bad, go to the hospital. He could feel Gold's hot tongue mapping streaks of molten fire across his back, and those hands abusing his nipples.
I hate that word.
Tweaking and tugging, sending him into a frantic state of heat. He's not a cat. God damn it! Gold! Silver grit out through his teeth. Gold was smirking. He knew it. He could hear it.
Had enough? Came the teasing response. Silver turned furiously, his eyes flashing furiously. There are 3 words in between those two furiouslys. Gold looked smug. This was what he wanted. He wanted this Silver. He didn't want the shy, adorable little thing from before. He wanted the angry, commanding sex kitten from before, but he's never been a sex kitten.
Yeah.
He's a virgin.
Yeah.
You can't really be a sex kitten if you haven't had sex.
I mean, sometimes, but I don't know.
Whatever.
If you do your research.
I guess.
And if you're confident.
True.
Pretty much confidence is key.
Confidence is
to
key
being
in
a sex
everything,
kitten.
I guess. The one that played naughty and nice, but Gold preferred it when he was naughty. Silver arced his
They're not
back,
gonna have, like, pet play or anything, are they? Kidding.
offering himself to Gold, his
Stuff.
expression open.
You wish, Silver hissed, crying out as Gold slid his hand into the foxy red hair and tugged his head back, exposing the pale, marked throat, rutting his hips, his painful erection up against Silver's sensitized entrance, and why he touched it once with his tongue at one
So
point.
is Gold not wearing pants anymore?
I guess. Or maybe it's through his shorts, too.
I don't know.
Gold bit down on a pale shoulder. Silver, taut like a bowstring, again! Archery references in Silver, I guess, are going to be a thing. Felt his cock twitch, pre-cum dripping everywhere.
That's another thing I've noticed in fan fiction. Like, another trope is that every man pre-comes a lot.
Yeah.
Like, every boy in fan fiction always.
Whenever they're turned on, it's like, ooh, pre-cum!
Yeah, just a fact of life that's not, like, not everybody and not always a lot. Just a fact. I'm going to break you down till you're screaming. Can you get off your phone? We were doing a show.
Abby and Bethany are talking.
That's fine. Put it away.
For the Samayas.
Okay. I'm going to break you down till you're screaming.
No.
Gold hissed, but his tone was loving. Silver was about to reply when that fucking tongue was back, prodding, scorching, pressing, pushing. Soundless pants falling from his lips, Silver braced himself, arms shaking against the side of the tub. Everything was melting as Gold pushed his tongue through the tight circle of muscle of his entrance. The puckered entrance that they hit it with it, yeah. Silver tried to relax, but he found he couldn't as the wicked appendage wormed inside him, stroking his insides, causing him to drop his head to the cool tiles, hair pooling around him in wet ropes, breath steaming against the cold stone as he tried to contain himself.
It doesn't like be comfortable with your hands and face on cold stone as
It doesn't.
your backside is in a hot tub, kind of, with your butt in the air and the dude, like, licking you.
Yeah.
Fuck you. The sound of Gold's tongue sliding back and
It's
forth.
your practice for when you get into
over
the
and
next
under.
Honey Pop game.
Before pulling out so the sinful muscle could run down the inside of one of his thighs. Marking him down there was erotic, wet, and disgustingly hot. Silver cried out helpless as naughty lips and even naughtier teeth worked gently, teasing his exposed cock. He's with his cock now?
Oh, okay.
I guess? Gold lifted him up, turning him to face him. He's just, like, literally lifting him bodily. He's not that much smaller than you, or weaker than you, or anything.
Oy.
He can draw a bow,
Right?
which takes some force depending on how much pull is on the bow.
Right?
But still, I'm assuming the ones they had at the center weren't that, like, lightweight. But whatever. He lifted him up, turning him to face him. His expression held only desire. His golden eyes clouded with lust, his pupils blown. Silver blushed under the scrutiny. The cold tiles making him flinch as his ass came into contact with the stone. That's not comfortable.
Oof.
You'd be, like, boner killed.
Right.
Silver could only bury his hands into thick, dark raven hair as Gold leant down, spreading the pale, long legs and swallowing the redhead's slender cock whole. Holy fuck.
Damn, Gold can deep throat too? What
Yeah,
can't
she
he
just
do?
goes like...
Just like, here we go, I'm like an anaconda. Gotta loosen the jaw first.
Oh god. I imagine being able to, like, dislocate your jaw would help with that.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay. Silver stared, wide-eyed, unbelieving, mixed renditions of Gold's name falling from his lips as Gold worked his mouth up and down his length. How long is his length?
Yeah.
We haven't heard much.
Exactly.
That was so hot. Silver felt the coiled pleasure in his guts surge forwards, leaving him weak as he came instantly.
Oh, damn.
Gold, seemingly unfazed by his abrupt climax, hummed his approval and, to Silver's embarrassment, swallowed.
Oh, so Gold's not a quitter. I can appreciate that.
And this embarrasses Silver. Gold! Silver stammered out, but Gold looked up at him with a smoldering stare, and Silver couldn't tear himself away. He didn't have a chance to say anything as Gold revealed his monster of a dick. He not his monster cock. Proud, thick, and heavy. Slightly fearing for his mentality, Silver shied away. Gold quirked an eyebrow. The look was too much to handle, as Silver felt his limp cock gaining interest in the activity. It's been like 30 seconds.
Yeah, the refractory period
Become
for men
erect
is
again.
about, like, an hour to 2 hours, I
I
think.
don't know about that.
It's longer than you would think
And,
it would
like,
be.
research that I've not done.
Right, but I think it's pretty long.
Fan fiction! Total accurate.
In fan fiction, it happens right away.
Usually like 10 minutes.
God.
On average.
Yeah, oh my god. Anyways.
Regaining interest in the activity, become erect again. Gold leaned forwards to kiss him, and Silver allowed him in. This time it was dirty and wet, and everything gold. Tasting himself, Silver shuddered. Ew. Large hands gripping his hips, their hard lengths rubbing against each other, drooling pre-cum all over their groin and abdomen.
So his dick is just 100% back.
Yep, it's been like 30 seconds.
I'm going to fuck you. Gold growled, and Silver believed him.
God, just fuck me. Silver choked out more of a demand rather than a plea, softly moaning, unable to stop the tiny sounds from falling from his lips like a mantra, the sinfully sexy raven-haired teen's name mixed in along with the moans and the whines. Battery's low.
Just keep going.
Spreading his legs himself, Silver pushed his now wet hair out of his face, giving Gold full access to him. Gold did not hesitate, moving in to passionately trail butterfly kisses down his sensitive torso. Why are you butterfly kissing that? You have to get really close, like eyelashes. Yeah,
right.
That's weird. Down his sensitive torso. Silver gripped the powerful shoulders and was surprised when Gold grasped one of his slashed up wrists, pressing a gentle kiss before running his tongue over the raised scars. Ticking?
Tickling?
It says ticking.
No, there's an L.
Is it?
Oh no, it
says ticking.
Yeah.
But it means tickling. Tickling and pleasurable. Gold had such a talented tongue. It was unfair. Silver reached down to touch his sensitive, ignored dick when his hand was slapped away and pinned down. Gold gave him a look that set the redhead's blood on fire. Gold gave him a look that set the redhead's blood on fire, and the art round them was stifling. What? Air?
Yeah.
Air around them was stifling. Stinking of sex, and Silver liked it. You haven't even done anything that's sex-like. I mean, one of you came once. You came once. But still. He was caught, though, when Gold raised himself up out of the water, spitting onto his hand as he did so, smearing the spittle over his hardened, angry purple erection.
That's not good.
There was something strangely attractive about that specific primal action. Silver struggled weakly, trying to break from the strong grip. Why is he trying? Okay. But Gold merely took both his hands, his scarred wrists, and pinned them over his head, stretching his body out to its limit, exposing him. Gold grinned down at him, licked his lips, and baring his teeth slightly.
Brace yourself.
Just do it! Just do it! Silver gasped, arching, tossing his head, fruitlessly pushing against the hands that easily held him down as he was impaled quickly. That is not good!
Oh,
no preparation. No
Oh,
preparation
no.
whatsoever. Stretching. 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 if he's large. Which he apparently is. Lube. Not just, I'm gonna spit on my cock. Whoop!
Here we go.
And are they gonna mention pain at all? Slickly by Gold. He screamed.
Good.
Not in pain necessarily. Maybe.
That's
Yeah,
pain.
I guess. Not necessarily. Sometimes there's pleasure, but I don't know. Triumphant, Gold laughed, slow and sexy in his throat. Silver closed his eyes, gritting his teeth as his body frantically tried to adjust to the invasion. He strained against Gold's powerful grip on his wrists, his own hard-on dripping juices everywhere, all over his slim stomach. So I guess it wasn't that painful.
Relax. Gold's voice was molten
It doesn't
sex.
seem like pain at all,
A
honestly.
sultry purr that seemed to come from his chest then his throat. Silver snarled, not wanting to be beaten just yet.
Move, you asshole! It's because so he's just ready to go. Jammed in there. Move. Okay.
No, this is so unsafe and so bad.
This is not good sex.
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
It's not.
He sneered, and Gold, with his hawk eyes flashing dangerously, obeyed. Silver felt his whole being shudder and move with the first thrust as Gold pulled back out and plunged back in the whole length, filling him up completely. Silver thrashed, moans spilling easily from his lips now. He knew soon he would be reduced to a literally fucked mess. What?
I think they meant literal fucking mess. That would make more sense.
I don't know.
Just a thought.
A well-fucked mess? I don't know. He didn't care. Gold's hips snapped back and forwards, his cock sliding in and out effortlessly. This is probably not effortlessly.
With just a little bit of spit? No. No, honey, no.
No.
It's not effortless.
Silver knew that Gold's tongue had been teasing before, stroking his inner walls gently. You can't get your tongue in that far. Maybe like this much.
Barely. It's not gonna get in there that far. Are you? Can you just keep reading?
You get like this far in. Max.
That's not. Yeah.
Max. Blah blah. Teasing before stroking his inner walls gently, stimulating them, causing them to pulse and become sensitized. The friction from the lack of proper lubrication was good. He's a masochist, I guess. I guess he's just a masochist. Like, extreme masochist. Was good, though, and Silver bit his lower lip to stifle a particularly loud moan. It came out warped and strained. Gold flicked his damp fringe out of his face with the same cocky, sexy movement. If Gold's tongue from before had been teasing and gentle, his enormous cock was fucking obliterating him.
Yeah.
Pulsing, veined, Silver could feel the heat Gold possessed. It was liquid and thick. He could feel Gold's racing lust-fueled pulse coursing through him, through his dick as it ripped him open. Yeah, literally ripped him open, probably. Mm-hmm. Silver lay there, straining against his bonds. It's his hands. Gold proving to be too powerful.
Or just...
Loud cries and gasps falling like autumn leaves from his lips, his voice rasping, begging for more and harder, as Gold struck a spot inside of him that felt so damn good.
That's the G-spot.
Prostate. Silver let out a hoarse cry. Shutting his eyes, Gold hit it again, hammering at it. That's not necessarily okay. Silver's eyes flew open as his golden-eyed lover gave him no mercy, continuing to hit the spot over and over. Gold! Oh my God! Silver cried out, eyes unseeing, only feeling. Mouth open in a silent scream as Gold, his breathing labored, leant down to asphyxiate him with a kiss. Asphyxiate's not a good word for that. I mean, unless you're into breath play and stuff, but no, weird. Brief, but nonetheless, rendering him breathless before latching onto his neck, sucking a violent purple bite mark onto his collarbone. The sharp, sweet pain combined with the erratic, harsh pleasure exploding in his loins and behind. That's pain too, probably. Mm-hmm. Silver came hard, spurting all over his lithe chest and Gold's broad-tanned. Broad-tanned. One. Chest. Either way works. His oversensitive body lurching and contorting as he came, still helplessly pinned by Gold's strong hands as the raven-haired male continued to demolish his prostate.
Ugh, demolish.
With precise, long, hard thrusts. Screaming now for mercy. Anything for Gold to stop, lest he die. Gold became undone with a harsh, guttural growl. The amber-eyed teen shot his load, thick and creamy, inside of the redhead. Silver shuddered as he was filled up with semen.
It's making me think of Tamaranian mating season.
Well, the one guy and Omegle.
Yeah.
Panting, the two stayed like that, coming down from their high slowly, exhaustion settling into their bones. There was a clatter and a thud. They both looked up sharply as Sharon burst in through the patio gates. Awkward silence reigned, and the stern, professional man... Was this me or you?
This is me.
Still immaculate as ever, colored vividly as he realized what he had just slammed in on. Fidgeting and looking absolutely horrified. Yeah, same. Sharon looked away immediately.
I do beg your pardon. My deepest, my deepest apologies, Mr. Hunter and Giovanni. I heard screaming and thought one of you were in trouble. Oh my God, I cannot even begin to tell you how mortified I am of my mistake. Please do enjoy the remainder of your evening. Sharon quickly adjusted his glasses and turned away, his cheeks aflame, and quickly strolled out.
That's the best way for that
straight
to end,
back.
honestly.
That redeemed this chapter.
Not really, but yeah.
I love that line. That's really funny.
Yeah.
Gold released Silver's wrist, pleased to see the bruises there.
Oh God, the bruise is really quick.
Silver rubbed his tender wrists and looked at his lover. Gold pulled him close, hugging him, nuzzling his damp red hair as he laughed softly. Silver wrapped his arms round Gold, finally happy he could touch him.
So they just don't really care. I guess. They just, whatever, it's fine.
Yeah.
You can pull out now, he mumbled, sleepy now. Those nows. Too close. Space your words. Same words.
Yeah.
Gold shook his head slightly, canting his hips. Silver snapped his head to look at the larger male in shock. Gold grinned goofily at him.
Oh. No, I like it in there.
Oh my God.
Silver wanted to whack Gold but couldn't, and settled for biting down on Gold's neck hard, leaving a fierce mark behind. Gold jumped. Ouch! Silver raised his eyebrows, and Gold looked at the pale skin marred with bites all over his neck, shoulders, and thighs. Gold kissed Silver on the nose smugly. I told you I would make you scream.
Shut up, Silver grumbled, bitchy now because Sharon had walked in on their cuddle time. He was tired and wanted to sleep, and he didn't want to do it on the patio where the gardener would see them first thing when the sun rose. I don't know if the gardener's going to be out first thing when the sun rises at their specific place, but whatever. Gold sighed peacefully, pulling out of the redhead. Silver let out a small whimper of surprise at the sudden movement. How about pain? Feeling Gold's cum trickling out. Climbing out of the hot tub, that looks very dangerous. Gold looked at it and their swim trunks floating in it. There were no doubts as they what they had done in it. Grinning at their abrupt christening of the hot tub, Gold picked up the sleepy redhead. Are you going to take your shorts out of the hot tub? Apparently not. No. Gold picked up the sleepy redhead. Both of them were butt naked as Gold opened the patio door. Closing it and locking it behind him, carefully made his way, dripping all the way, to their bedroom.
Silver's butt still dripping cum.
Green, find that in the morning. Oh my. Silver immediately curled up under the sheets of their bed, not caring if he wasn't dry. He's still... Oh god, clean him out. Gold fetched a small hand towel and dried himself off before doing his best to clean up the stubborn Silver, who eventually bit his hand in rebellion. Sighing, Gold kissed the now asleep Silver on the forehead before getting in on the other side of the bed. As he turned off the light, Gold looked at the redhead, who was snoring softly in his slumber. His bruised lips parted slightly. Silver really was beautiful. Smiling, Gold wound down his thoughts in his head. Not that he really had any. Sex apparently made him stupid. He's always stupid. Not really. Gold reached out to touch Silver on the cheek lightly before falling into a dreamless sleep, and that is the end.
So he finally hit sex.
But it was terrible.
But it was bad. And there's...
on my face.
And the chapter before this one, which I already forgot because it was not memorable,
the song chapter
was not good.
And then him being pathetic.
The whininess was not... And so they decide to fuck. Leave their swim trunks in the hot tub. And then they sleep in bed naked. And if it's like a hotel setup, Green and Red should be like in the bed next to them. Not very far away.
Well, they have like suites with like multiple bedrooms and stuff, remember?
Okay, never mind.
They've got like their own like little apartment area practically for this suite.
Okay, cool.
Remember, it's like a lot, so much room.
But like they just, and then it just wasn't good. There was a lot of not good preparation, and if anyone attempted this in real life...
Never have sex like they have sex.
Yes, because if you do, it's gonna end bad.
For everyone involved.
Even if you have a small dick, you need lubrication.
Dick chafing.
Bleeding. Pain. Like, not good pain, like, actually, like, you have torn
discomfort
the butt.
For both of the parties.
Yeah, you needed more preparation. They should have used a condom, because you should never have anal without a condom. I don't care if you are a man doing it to a woman, or a man doing it to another man. You should always, always, always use a condom.
I mean, if you prepare well enough, using, like, enemas and stuff.
I would still say you should play it safe and use a condom. Always use a condom, unless you want to have babies, I guess. Then don't. But don't have kids until you're ready for kids. That's my recommendation today.
Okay, that's so long.
Oh, God. Anyways. You can see how dead inside we are. We're both leaning back. We're like, this was dumb. Yeah, thanks for tuning in.
Like, taking in this.
There's a lot to process here with this sex stuff, but thanks for tuning in, you guys.
Hopefully red and green. No. Yeah, red and green will be better.
Oh yeah, hopefully the next sex scene has better dynamic, because whatever this was, I don't think I can read more chapters of this without getting really upset. But thank you guys for tuning in. Be sure to give the video a like if you liked it. Subscribe if you haven't already, because we have awesome new content coming out every week.
We'll eventually add more things.
Leave a comment down below, you know, if you have a fic you want us to read, because we will read it on the show. And
we'll eventually.
Until next time, stay awesome, read more smut. Bye-bye.